Do you ever wonder why you like certain things? Because for me, lately, I've been thinking about why I like certain things, why I do certain things, and why I participate in certain things. And with this anime, it's made me think a little bit deeper about these things, and it matters to me. Hi, hello, welcome to my corner of the internet. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You know the whole shebang. Subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 before the end of the year. Help me get there. Please and thank you. This anime is a modern masterpiece, and I missed it as usual. You know, with this channel, I'll never watch anything on time, but I'm glad I got to it because what it was able to accomplish in 12 episodes is worthwhile for all.
ありがとう。
ねえ、それ楽しい?
Also, quick sidebar before we get into it. Do you realize that every single anime where like people are set off on an island, it just bangs? I don't know if you know that, or maybe I'm showing my age because Battle Royale, Lord of Flies, well, if you like that book at all. And there's a couple other, you know, whatever, just sidebar. I'm talking about Sonny Boy, if you didn't know.
やっぱりここだ。はっきりと見える。
This 12 episode science fiction, technically isekai, is a banger, and it's by Shingo Natsume. It is worth all the acclaim. This is a 5 out of 5. That's kind of the end of the video. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about the spaciousness of this wonderful story and what makes this story philosophical. And what I mean by philosophical, oftentimes I don't really preface what I mean. Philosophical, something that can be philosophical is something that ponders the possibility of what may happen, what did happen, and what are we going to do about what is happening. That's how I see it for the most part. Now, this is a very dumbed down explanation of philosophical thinking because it's way deeper than that. And Sonny Boy is an anime where you get to ponder that. This is an anime about 32 or so students that gets transported to a new world, and they all receive powers in some way, shape, or form. And we follow several different character perspectives, different themes in each episode. It gets way more existential and philosophical as the episodes go on and the themes become more pronounced. You're introduced to characters dealing with certain traumas, issues. Personally, for the first 6 episodes, I was like, is someone gonna die? Who's gonna die? Because dropped off on an island dealing with all sorts of different people, you're definitely gonna see the worst in human beings. But after the 6 episodes and you get past the first questions of what is at the edge of conflict, and most times it's more conflict, human nature, at least sometimes. And the anime surprised me with its ability to speak about growing and friendships being forged and the personal effects of being forced to make decisions, getting through puberty, trauma, life, all these different forces that act upon our characters subtly and non-subtly once they are taken away from that same place, but they still try to hold on to those same rules. This anime does it so wonderfully, and our characters showcase it to us subtly. This anime doesn't necessarily explain everything, even though our characters are trying to figure out the world that they are a part of, their powers and how it interacts with each other, and how they feel about this new setting and their wish to go back home. But then, do they really want to go back home? And that's the beauty of the anime. The anime is trying to get you to ponder. It is trying to get you to root for certain characters and be excited for what can happen. And you were, and then you were at the edge of your seat. There's certain characters that are going to make you fall in love with this anime. First and foremost, Nozomi is, yeah, that's one of my favorite characters in fiction right now. I am obsessed with this character, and she represents like genuine optimism, and like it's not corny, it's not disorienting, it's very important and enjoyable to see optimism be portrayed in such a way that like actually shows the enduring energy that can come from being able to look towards the light. Haha, there's a joke there if you've watched the anime already or you're planning to, and that you'll get at a later time. You know, our main guy is Nagara. He grows and you grow to appreciate him, and you don't necessarily, you don't hate him. He's not like completely useless. He's actually just a character that just has his own life issues, and it's subtly hinted through the entire story, and you know, that's kind of just a part of the anime. So as the anime progresses, as you get past 6 episodes, it becomes a bit more disorienting. It becomes a lot more of us viewing these decisions between our characters, the conflicts between human nature, a faction grows, and certain characters make decisions based on their personal beliefs of themselves and what they believe they should be doing in a way to achieve their goals of going back home. This entire anime, I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I enjoyed it simply because it felt like it was giving me space to think. I think that's the greatest selling point about this anime. It gives you places to believe in yourself and what you can think and ponder. This anime has been said to be an allegory or some sort of representation of the nothingness and lostness of what happens when you make that transition from childhood to adulthood and stuff like that, which I can kind of get, and I totally see that. But I think it was a bit more ambiguous than that. I think this anime was just trying to get you to think and ponder the choices of yourself, the future, your interactions with other people, and also your importance in how you work in your own day-to-day life. Sonny Boy is a 5 out of 5, and I think this is a masterpiece anime, and it was done in 12 episodes, and I wouldn't change anything about it. I was thrilled. I was enthusiastic watching each episode, and it was probably one of the easiest watches I've had in a really long freaking time, dude. I'm like so sorry I missed this anime. This anime was totally up my freaking alley, and like, we need more anime like this. Anime that give you time to think and is a space for you to wonder why, how, what, where, when, you know. But anyway, with all that being said, have you seen Sonny Boy? How do you feel about Sonny Boy? Is this an anime that's destroyed your top 10? It hasn't, but I'm going to ponder it a little bit more and see where it lands. Anyway, I appreciate you so much. Take care. Be well. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I genuinely appreciate you and all that you do. Take care and happy Friday.